Dan. Dan Tokaji, last name spelled Tokaji. I am part of the Voters First Coalition, and I am also a member of the Board of Common Cause of Ohio. I'd like to first thank the thousands of volunteers that we have had and continue to have across this state who have made this day possible. I want to thank the tireless efforts of the League of Women Voters of Ohio. In addition to Ann, some of the leaders from the League are standing up here with me today. They have been working on this issue for 40 years in a non-partisan fashion, in fact, over 40 years. And today is a great day for the League of Women Voters as well as Common Cause Ohio and the other organizations who have been fighting for nonpartisan redistricting reform for a long time. From the efforts of the League and all of our volunteers over the past few weeks, we know that Ohioans want to change a system that has been rigged by politicians and their cronies for far too long. Through our own validation process, we know that the combined submissions from this past Saturday, as well as those which we submitted on July 3rd, contain over 400,000 valid signatures. Of that total, we meet the 5% requirement in at least 60 counties. This means that Voters First has met the mandated requirement of collecting at least 385,253 signatures from half, that is 44 of our 88 counties. In fact, we easily exceed that requirement. At this point, we are not just confident, but certain that we have more than enough signatures to be on the ballot in November. Now that we have submitted a sufficient number, in fact, in excess of a sufficient number of valid signatures, we're not naive. We know that politicians and their cronies are going to do everything that they can to stop us. No one fights harder or meaner than a politician determined to hold on to his own power. But I can tell you they will not succeed in denying the people of the state of Ohio their say on whether to take back power from partisan politicians. It is the people who will decide whether a nonpartisan, independent citizens commission is a better option than the one we've seen in this state, the one controlled by politicians who've rigged the system, not just in 2011, but for decades, to protect themselves, to protect lobbyists, to protect their political cronies. Well, the politicians, lobbyists, and special interests, we know, are not going to give up their power voluntarily. Now's the time for voters to have their say, to take the power out of the hands of the politicians and take it back into the hands of we, the people of Ohio, where that power belongs. We thank you very much for coming today, and we will be delighted to answer any questions you may have.